What is up, Ludybros Army? The Ludy Boys are back with some more NBA content for you guys. Before we get things rolling here, let's go ahead and do some housekeeping. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Leave a like on this video if you like the content. Make sure you have that notification bell turned on so you can come check out our NBA content because we're going to be bringing it to you fast and furious now that the NBA season has picked back up. Little bro, hey, how are you doing, man? How are you doing today?
I'm good, man. I'm real good. Hey, just real quick to shout out to Ludybros fans. Make sure you, comment down below on some of these matchups. We want to hear you guys' opinion and see if it differs from ours.
Yeah. Get in on the discussion with us. It's good to talk ball. Mm-hmm. All right, so we got 6 games up here. August 2nd, we got 6 games on the docket for tonight. So if this is one of your teams, I want to hear it from you. I want you to comment down below. I want you to let me know what you think. If you agree, if you disagree with my little bro Logan and I, let me know. All right. So the first game tonight on August 2nd is going to be Washington Wizards and the Brooklyn Nets. Washington Wizards are 24-40. Brooklyn Nets 30-34. Little bro, what are you looking for?
I'll be honest with you, I'm not really going to be paying too much attention to this game. The only interesting thing for me is Jamal Crawford is on the Nets. You know, he's going to bring some interesting, dynamic to the Nets as they're trying to make a playoff push. Washington, they got into this thing, but they're probably not going to make the playoffs at all. Bradley Beal is probably going to ball out as he usually does, but I'm not going to be paying attention too much. How about you?
Right. No, I agree with you. I think these are two lower tier teams. They're here for some tune-up games. They're going to be playing in some tune-up games for some of the higher level teams. And I don't think either of these two teams are going to make a lot of noise, getting into the actual playoffs. So, folks, it is what it is. If this is your team, I do want your comments down below. I want you to jump in. I want you to comment down below and give the Ludybros some reasons as to why we should pay more attention to your squad. If you think that they have a fighting chance, how you think this is all going to roll out, jump in those comments below and start getting your voice out there. Let it be known what you think. The next matchup, though, and I got a personal horse in this, is the Portland Trail Blazers at 29-37 matching up with the Boston Celtics at 43-21. Little bro, you get to eat first. What do you think with this matchup?
I'm very interested in this matchup. We got, the dynamic duo between Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum, Carmelo Anthony is there. They're trying to make the playoffs as well, so I'm going to expect them to play really hard for this game. Mm-hmm. The Boston Celtics, Jason Tatum and the crew, Jaylen Brown, Kemba Walker, they're right there as well. They're trying to maybe improve their standing a bit, but I feel like they're going to treat this game more as a get ready for the playoffs. They're already going to be make it in. Probably they may have improved their standing a bit. But they're probably just going to improve, getting back into game shape and getting ready for the playoffs. They'll probably take the game seriously since, they're trying to get, ready. But it's going to be an interesting game. I want to see how Portland's going to respond, being, on the backside looking in.
Okay. That's a good points to bring out. What I want to say is the good thing about sitting down and looking at the schedule day by day is you can kind of remember who is matching up, a night or two before. Boston's going to be coming into this game after playing Milwaukee. Now, let's just say that Boston loses to Milwaukee. You can't afford to come in here and lose the second game in a row. Mm-hmm. So Boston would be coming in, if they're coming off of a loss, they're going to be coming in understanding it's time. This isn't like the end of a regular season where you can kind of jog into the finish line. This is a time where you're tuning up, you're ramping up, you're getting everything ready to go because the playoffs are literally right there and we got to get people back in game shape. Yep. So I see Boston coming in just as hungry as Portland and coming in ready to fight. If I'm on an NBA team right now, I'm looking to go 8-0 over these next few games because that's going to be the big difference and, my ticket in. Mm-hmm. So I see Boston coming in, serious and ready and very hungry. The next matchup we've got is the Spurs at 27-36 matching up with the Memphis Grizzlies at 32-33. What do you think, little bro?
Ooh, this is going to be an exciting matchup. John Morant, I don't know if you guys have been watching these scrimmages. He's putting on a show even in these scrimmages, so I'm going to expect nothing less from him. San Antonio, they're missing. I'm pretty sure they have a couple guys out with injuries. But they're still going to come out and compete like they usually do. I know Greg Popovich is going to have his team ready to compete as he does. Other than that, I mean, I'm not that psyched. I mean, there's not much going on for this game. I mean, I'm looking forward to see John Morant most importantly, but that's about it for this game.
I really like Memphis Grizzlies. I really like John Morant a lot. I really hope that Memphis is able to get a few wins here and punch their ticket and get into this dance of the playoffs this year. So I'm going to be rooting for Memphis. I hope that they win. It's always hard to count out Spurs teams just because they've got Pop and they've got that system. But this might be time. Pop is an all-time great coach, but that doesn't mean that eventually it's not time to, pass those reins. And it might be time. The Spurs are 27-36. It might be time to start thinking about that for Popovich. And I know that he's already kind of thinking that. I mean, he's had Tim Duncan on his bench, and there was a game earlier in the season where he was ejected from the game, and he handed the reins over to Tim Duncan, and to go ahead and finish the game for him. And it might be time. I mean, he's also got Becky Hammon on the bench, so he's got some good coaching staff around him that could possibly come in. But it just might be time for Pop. That's what I'm starting to think with these records that the Spurs are putting up. The next matchup, we got 3 more games. We're halfway through the night on August 2nd. Is Sacramento Kings at 28-36 matching up with the Orlando Magic at 30-35. What you think, little bro?
Again, if this is one of your guys' squad, I'm sorry. I'm just not looking forward to this game that much. I do like De'Aaron Fox. I think he's a really nice player. But I mean, it's almost the Orlando Magic. I mean, both these teams are fighting to get in. All these lower tier teams are. That's why they got selected. They're fighting to get into the playoffs. So I'm sure there'll be some exciting basketball. Just from what I've saw from before the reset, I'm not that interested in the team. So again, I'm sorry, but hey, comment down below if you think I should watch this game.
Right? Yeah. Get in on that. Comment down below so we can watch if there's a reason why. I will look for it, and then we'll sit down if we need to, and we can make a video on it. You never know. It might be also when you hit us up in the comments below. We read every comment. We can jump in and we can do something. If you have a team that you want us to talk about, sit down and take a deep analytic look at. We will do that for you. I agree with you, little bro. There's only 2 names that stand out for me in this matchup. It's De'Aaron Fox and Aaron Gordon from over on Orlando Magic. And the thing is like these are tune-up games. I'm expecting exciting basketball because they're going to be just coming back from this hiatus. But I'm also expecting sloppy basketball the same way we see at the beginning of any regular season. The timing is going to be off. The chemistry is not there. I'm tired of people laughing when I bring up chemistry. Look, chemistry is real. It's something that will impact you. If you don't have it, your team can be impacted and can lose. I've seen championship level teams not be able to get the title due to chemistry. And the team I'm going to throw out there is the Los Angeles Lakers that had Shaquille O'Neal, Kobe Bryant, Karl Malone, Gary Payton, coached by Phil Jackson, unable to get a ring because they had issues. And if you don't believe in chemistry, hey guys, it's a real thing. It's not going to show up in your box score, but you got to be able to play well together. And we're looking for teams, and at least I am. I'm looking for teams that are going to be able to put things together and play well together getting into this stretch. If you're missing players here and there, that's going to come back to haunt you. It's going to come back to affect you. Sloppy basketball is something that I'm expecting. Exciting basketball is something that I'm expecting in these 8 games leading into the playoffs. So Sacramento Kings and Orlando Magic, if that's your squad, comment below. The next matchup, Milwaukee Bucks at 53-12. The matchup of the night, in my opinion, Houston Rockets 40-24. What do you think?
Well, this is going to be a game I'm definitely going to keep my eyes on. We got 2 MVPs going at it. It's going to be an exciting show. I know James Harden is going to be, popping off for about, 30. He had 30 in the first half in a scrimmage game, the other night against your Boston Celtics. But, I know he's going to come out ready to light it up. Giannis is going to put on a show as well. We're going to see how the small ball, lineup for Mike D'Antoni is going to work. Is it going to, work against, a big team like the Milwaukee Bucks? Are they going to get pounded down on the glass, which I'm expecting them to be because they have no center out there on the floor? Or will the 3-point shooting from the Houston Rockets prevail them? I doubt it because it's easier to get a rebound and dunk than it is to shoot a long distance three. But it's going to be it's a storyline we're going to look forward to seeing.
Mm-hmm. Well, the big thing hurting Houston Rockets is Russell Westbrook. I mean, he's not going to be there. He's not going to be there due to coronavirus, but and I don't know the date that he's expected to return. Look like you had something.
I did see recently I think he's heading toward the bubble. In the next few days. But I don't think he'll be available to play that game.
Okay. Well, hopefully he's fully cleared, fully healthy.
Yep.
Yeah. Hopefully he's fully cleared, fully healthy.
Yep.
They still I feel like it's too recent for him to be able to partake in this game. So if he does, if he doesn't, if he's not partaking, James Harden has a huge weight on his shoulders that he's going to have to carry. And, he's going up against Giannis. Like you already said, they're a big team. Now, Milwaukee Bucks, I want to take a closer look at their numbers. I'll probably take a closer look at these numbers when it gets closer to the Bucks playing against Boston. But the thing about it is this. Brook Lopez is your starting center, and he only gets you about 4 or 5 rebounds a game. So for all that size that he's got, he's not doing nothing on the boards, pounding you. Now, Giannis, of course, is picking up the slack and getting a lot of rebounds. I mean, what is that, like 12 rebounds a game? Yeah. So he's getting double-digit rebounds. But I'm interested to see. I'm interested to see because Giannis is a smaller guard in a huge, freakish body. The way that he moves with the speed and gets up and down the court. And I mean, it's not even crossing people over. It's just a one high dribble, and he's able to get by you. He's a matchup nightmare for just about everybody in the NBA. But on the other side of that coin, James Harden is a matchup nightmare too. So I'm interested to see what they're going to do against a fully energized James Harden. So to me, the X factor though is Russell Westbrook not being there. If you have Russell Westbrook, I think that this game is much closer, or even going in the way of the Rockets.
Yep, I think so. It's not. It won't be a throwaway. I know that because Russell Westbrook will be there to get some boards. I'll promise you that.
Yep. I mean, he's a point guard averaging 10 boards a game.
Yeah.
So I think that the Rockets, and then also the Rockets, I mean, they're dedicated to this small ball thing, but all that open space benefits Russell Westbrook so much. Having no center in there clogging the middle, just it benefits him so much that. And shoot, I'll take Russell. If Russell Westbrook is charging down court, and if it's Brook Lopez, I will put my money that Russell Westbrook finishes over Brook Lopez. Even for Brook Lopez being a big body, I'll put my money on Russell to finish over him. Coming with a full head of steam. So in order for Houston to have any long-term success, they're going to need Russell Westbrook back and 100% healthy and not showing ill effects from the COVID. So, and then the last matchup for the night, which actually I'm going to be looking to, a little bit more than I normally would, is Dallas Mavericks at 40-27, matching up with the Phoenix Suns at 26-39. So, Lil Bro, what do you think about this? Dallas and Phoenix?
I'm a little bit interested. I like Luka Doncic. Porzingis is there. I know they're gonna, put on a show because that's what Luka Doncic is doing. For the Phoenix side. Devin Booker is there, DeAndre Ayton. I mean, they got some, I know Phoenix, their record doesn't, they're not that great of a team, but I mean, they have some nice players on the team. I mean, they have some solid players. I like Devin Booker. He's a good, shooting guard. I know you've never been that high on him, but I like him. I would like to see him on a different team. I don't think Phoenix is the right place for him to be. I think he's more of a complimentary star, not someone who can take you, where you want to be. But, he is a nice player. He can put up buckets as well.
Yeah, he can score.
But, it'll be an interesting game, I'm sure.
I'm interested in it. Like I said, Dallas has slowly but surely over the course of this, this season gotten me interested. I'm not going to say they've turned me into a believer or anything like that, but they've gotten me interested in the play of Luka Doncic. So that's what I'm going to be, that's why I said I'd be paying a little closer attention. I'm interested to see what he does. I'm interested in Dallas Mavericks as a dark horse in the West. I'm interested to see what they can bring after these 8 games getting into the playoffs and any potential matchups that they can have with Lakers or Clippers. I'm interested to see from that standpoint, because I have a feeling Dallas is going to end up facing one of those two teams, one of those two Los Angeles teams. For some reason, I keep feeling like Dallas is going to be facing those two teams, and it makes me keep turning my eye to them to see how they're doing. So those are the matchups for this night. I think we can agree Wizards and Nets somewhat throwaway, but Lil Bro, why don't you tell me who you're going to pick?
I'll pick Brooklyn to win just because they have better talent around them.
Okay. Brooklyn Nets, Washington Wizards. Not too interested. I'll just go with you, Lil Bro. You've convinced me. I'm going to go with the Nets. Okay. Blazers and Celtics.
I'm going to pick the Celtics to win this one. I'm going to pick the Celtics to win. Ever since, they've had good teams, Portland, but I've never believed in the CJ McCollum, Damian Lillard duo. I mean, and some people want to call the CJ McCollum, a star or superstar. I don't see him that way. He's a good player. He's a good guard in the league, but he's not what people think he is. So I'm gonna pick the Celtics. Their depth, they have a better star player, and I'm gonna pick them to come out with one.
Okay. Well, I'm going to pick my team. I'm going to pick the Celtics, but the reason why I'm picking them is twofold. Either they're winning this game because they're on a roll. They're winning the game because they're on a roll coming off from the Milwaukee Bucks game, or they're winning this game because they're coming off of a loss from the Bucks game and they're dialing in and getting serious. So I think that they're going to come in and get this win over Portland. Spurs and Grizzlies, who you got?
I got the Grizzlies. I think they're, just super hungry and thirsty to make playoffs, and John Morant is going to get them there.
I agree with you. I think John Morant gets the win alongside of the rest of his squad there in Memphis. I think Grizzlies beat the Spurs. Kings and Magic.
I'll pick the Magic. I don't really care.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna keep riding with you. I'm gonna keep riding with you, and I'm gonna say Magic. Bucks and Rockets in the game of the night. Who you got?
No Russell Westbrook. I'm gonna pick Milwaukee.
Yeah, I agree. Although I think James Harden is going to give him fits, and I think this game is going to be really close down to the wire, I am going to say Milwaukee gets the win, but it's because of no Russell Westbrook. And in the final game of the night, we've got Dallas Mavericks and Phoenix Suns.
Dallas,
yeah. A lot of agreement tonight from the Ludybros on this August 2nd. I'm going to say Dallas Mavericks as well. I think Luka and Kristaps are figuring things out, and I think they're going to go ahead and put the Phoenix Suns away. All right, little bro, why don't you get us out of here for this video?
Okay, hey guys, the NBA season is upon us. We're finally getting back into it. If you guys have not yet, please do so. Subscribe today for this NBA content and check out our other stuff. We got all types of card games, Star Wars, this got this. We got a bunch of topics we want to get to. We want to cover all the aspects. But please go ahead and check those out. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it. And comment down below on what if your squad is in these or any of these that we're going to be covering. Hit us up in the comments below. If there's a game that you don't think that we should be watching that we aren't, let us know. And we'll catch you guys in the next one.